Hello students, today we are going to discuss the topic linear inequalities. Students, we have done linear equations in 10th class and linear equations are like ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. It is linear equation in two variable. And sometimes we have linear equation in one variable also, like x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3, something like that. Now when we say inequality, that means like x is greater than 2, x is less than equal to 2, 2y plus 7 greater than equals to 0, then inequality means when both sides are not equal, they are having greater than or less than sign, and in that case solution is also not a single number. It's a collection of numbers. Like when I say x is greater than 2, so x is more than 2, maybe 2.1, maybe 2.2, maybe 5, maybe 10, and so on. There are enormous values of the solution. So in this chapter we will study the way to find solution, as we have done in case of linear equations in 10th class, and then we will study about the little bit word problem of linear inequalities. But before that, let us start how to represent solution of linear inequalities, because that is very important. We will no doubt solve the linear inequalities also, but before that let us understand how to represent the solution of linear inequalities. So let us see different ways to represent linear solution in linear inequality. So first is direct method, or simply algebraically you write like x plus 7 is greater than equals to 2, so x is greater than equals to minus 5. So this is also a way to write solution, to represent solution. Next is number line. Now what is number line? No doubt we have seen number line having 0 in the middle and 1, 2, 3, similarly minus 1, minus 2. But here if I pick same inequality like x plus 7 greater than equals to 2, then x is greater than equals to minus 5, so I have to place only that number, that is minus 5. No 0, no positive, no negative, that's it. And as x is larger than minus 5, so I will produce a line towards right side, and also x is equals to minus 5, so I will put dark circle, that means x is containing minus 5 also. In case x is less than 5, minus 5, then I will move towards left, and as it is not equal, there is no equality, so I will put a hollow circle, that means minus 5 is not contained. Next is interval notations. Of course intervals notation we have studied in sets chapter. So when I say x is greater than equals to minus 5, that means my solution set is x belongs to minus 5 to infinity closed open interval. When I say x is less than 5, that means x belongs to open interval minus infinity to 5. As we have done towards infinity, always interval is open, and if number is the part of solution, we will place closed interval or round bracket, and if number is not the part of solution, we will put round bracket only. Square bracket for the closed interval, that means the number is the part of solution, and round bracket in case number is not the part of solution, it is not counted. Now next is graphical representation. This is very interesting and very important. When I say x is greater than equals to minus 5, so x is equal, first of all ignore the inequality and just focus on equality. So when I say x is equal to minus 5, that means boundary of the solution region. So I will plot a vertical line at x is equal to minus 5. Now as x is greater than minus 5, so I will shade towards right side, to represent, this shading may be large, may be small, to represent the solution region. And moreover, I will also represent the line by putting equal sign. That means line represents boundary and equality. In case x is greater than minus 5, that means it is not equal to minus 5. So I will put a dotted line, and again I will write x is equal to 5, and shading will be done towards right, but line will be dotted. That means minus 5 is not contained. So this method, graphical method, which is a very good tool to represent the solution, and that is why it is also used to find the solution also. Now let us discuss this graphical method as a method to find solution of single linear inequalities. Later on we will discuss system also, system of inequalities, but right now single linear inequalities. So ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is linear equation in two variable, and this represents a straight line on graph. So if one variable is missing, like y is missing, then it is a vertical line. When x is missing, it is a horizontal line. And when both are present, that means then it is inclined line. So graph, we can see red line is representing horizontal vertical line, x is equal to k type. Purple line is representing y is equal to k, that means horizontal line. And green line is any other line which is having both variable x and y, so it is inclined line. Moreover, our x-axis and y-axis, these are also straight line. So equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0, and equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0. So this is, and these are the equations of x and y-axis. Now let us pick a question. Suppose 3x plus 4y greater than or equals to 12. We have to find the solution from graph. So in this case, what we are going to do, first of all, ignore the inequality and just focus on equality to draw the boundary. Now students, you must be habitual of doing this, as in your 10th class you must have done draw the graph of equation. So you can do that. One thing I will suggest you, that try to find the value by putting x is equal to 0 and then y is equal to 0, so that you can get more reliable point towards x-axis and y-axis. So only 2 points are sufficient to draw the line. In case these x and y coordinates are not in proper fraction or not in proper decimal, so you can say you can find any other point. It depends upon you, but I recommend that try to find the points by putting x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. If they are in proper decimal, then use those points. So 0, 3 and 4, 0 are the points. Now I have drawn the line. Now for shading, because this line is dividing a region into two parts, one which is towards origin and one which is away from the origin, as origin is one of the best landmark to describe the solution set. So where I have to shade, for shading what I will do, I will substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Why I am putting these values in inequality? Because x and y both are equal to 0, that means origin. So I want to check whether origin is solution set, is the part of solution set or not. So how I will check? I will put x and y 0. Now 0 is greater than or equals to 12. That means either 0 is greater than 12 or 0 is equal to 12. Now neither 0 is greater than 12 nor 0 is equal to 12, so that means it is not true. Now as it is not true, that means solution set doesn't contain origin. That means shading should be done away from the origin. So I hope you must know why I have shaded this away from the origin. But at the same time, you have to mention also about the line which is just equality, not the inequality, because line means boundary. Similarly, one more inequality, 6x plus 5y less than or equal to 30. In case, again we will first of all plot the line by considering the equation only. Then we will put x and y 0 less than or equal to 30, which is true because 0 is not equal to 30 but 0 is less than 30, that is why it is true. So this time we will shade towards origin. Next line is very interesting because it doesn't contain the constant, as constant is 0, you can check. So what to do now? First of all, again remove the inequality and plot the line. It will pass through origin. That means this time origin is not going to help us because nothing is toward origin and nothing is away from the origin. So we will pick any other point. Let it be 0, 1. Now put x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. So you will get minus 2 greater than or equals to 0, which is false, as minus 2 is not greater than 0 and as well it is not equals to 0. So that means we have to do the shading away from this point like we have done in case of origin. So that is why shading is towards this side or away from 0, 1. Now one point is there that it may possible that a student says, sir, if I put any point from x-axis like 2, 0, will my answer be same or different? Obviously it has to be same because different points will give you same answer. If I put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0 here, so it is 2 greater than or equals to 0. If I put this in this inequality, which is true, so 2, 0 is lying this side, so shading is done towards this side. So that is why it is true. So either you put any point from x-axis or y-axis in case line is passing through origin. Both point will give you the same result. So hence we can shade a line passing through origin. So that's it students, that's all for today. Take care, have a nice day. Thank you.